Hey, what's going on, everyone? It's your boy JR back again with my homeboy Justin.
What's up?
And we are here with our recap of the 2015 edition of WWE Money in the Bank. And apparently, sir, we don't know how to predict matches because,
We sucked. We did not start off well at all.
yeah, we sucked. We did pretty bad. And, you know, I don't know what to tell you. Don't know what to tell you. We, uh, we fucked up, people. We fucked up.
Well,
Most
you
of our
know what?
picks.
This pay-per-view sucked anyway, so whatever.
Yeah, it wasn't a great pay per view overall. The card had potential, but it ended up being a kind of a lackluster pay per view. Aside from Owen Cena once again stealing the show, so I didn't even watch the fucking pre show.
I didn't either. All I know is Barrett jobbed again,
Barrett somehow jobbed to R-Truth.
and then he did
Don't
it, and
know
then he did it
why.
again on Monday.
I don't know. I don't know what I did. I wonder if Barrett screwed somebody over backstage because even though they put the King of the Ring on him, he's been fucking jobbing ever since he won that IC title
I
back.
was gonna
You
say
know?
he's been jobbing more than when he was the IC champion.
Yeah, he's Brooklyn Brawler-esque right now. What's going on here, man? I don't know what's
He
going on with
he
this
pissed
guy.
somebody off.
Something, I don't know. Maybe he grabbed Stephanie McMahon's ass or something. I don't know.
I don't know.
Anyways, well, let's move on to the main card here. So for some reason, the Money in the Bank match, which the pay-per-view gets its namesake, was the very first match, which
Yeah,
led us to believe that there was going to be some sort of fuckery at the end there. It was a nice little,
there was a lot of fuckery in this pay-per-view, but there
yeah.
was no yeah, this I don't know.
Well, anyways, the Money in the Bank match, which had Sheamus, Neville, Roman Reigns, Randy Orton, Kofi Kingston, Kane, and Dolph Ziggler, being accompanied to the ring by the lovely Lana. Um, the match itself was okay. There wasn't really many cool spots, to be quite honest with you. I was expecting a little bit more considering the card.
Even with
Um,
your spot monkey, no racism intended.
Even with the spot monkey, Kofi Kingston, you didn't really get much there. And a lot of these guys, they'd get a couple spots in the ring, then they'd, go out of the ring and they were gone for like 5 minutes or something. So it wasn't really a
It
stellar
wasn't a
match.
memorable Money in the Bank match, no.
No, I've seen better. I've seen better, that's for sure. Um,
And the man who won is someone I
the
was gonna pick, but I went with the. I'm not. I'm right now. I am not going with the safe bet anymore. Just two pay-per-views in a row. I've gone with the safe bet when I would have won if I had just gone with my gut. So no more safe bet.
Yeah, no, we thought Roman Reigns was gonna win, and it sort of looked like it there up until the lights cut off and Wyatt
The new
somehow
face
emerged
of fear.
in the ring, preventing Roman Reigns from getting his hands on the briefcase. Um, which
How do you
allowed
feel about that?
Actually, I don't. I'm actually looking forward to this feud because you know why? There's actually motive behind the feud. There's actually a
Yeah,
reason for it. We know
there's a
right off the
reason why
bat.
it's going after him.
Yeah, there's a reason why he's going after Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns prevented him from being in the Money in the Bank ladder match. And if you remember, when this Money in the Bank ladder match was first advertised, they were advertising it as 8 superstars. This was probably a last minute decision on their end
To pull
to
Wyatt
to
so that they could do
pull
this.
Wyatt. Yep, so they could do this. To give him something to do because he hasn't done anything since Ryback, and that was a one-off thing. So I'm excited for the concept of this match because there's probably actually some potential here. Both guys I feel like
Yeah, I mean, I can
it could
see
be
it.
good.
I like Wyatt. I've always liked Wyatt, but guy's just gotten the short end of the stick.
Yeah, well, if you saw Raw there, he's actually being a solid heel. I feel for once in the last year or so,
His
playing
promo
mind
was,
games
yeah,
there
his
with
promo was solid on Raw.
with
So I mean,
Reigns showing
this,
pictures of his daughter and all that. And
if
okay, yeah,
any,
all right.
if anything, this elevates Wyatt a little, because Roman is obviously the bigger talent. So it's nice to, maybe this is their way of moving him up. I don't know.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, I think this could be good for both guys in
He
the long
needs
run.
he needs that W, and Roman doesn't. But we have to see how it plays out over the next 5 weeks to really get a good idea on who's going to win this one. I'm I'm on the fence. I said Roman initially, then you said Wyatt, or you said Roman, then went to Wyatt. I'm gonna be on the fence. I'm gonna till this one plays
I'm
out.
gonna stick with Wyatt for now until I see how it plays out the next couple weeks, because finally we don't have a 2 week turnaround time in between pay-per-views. We got 5 weeks to
Yeah,
mull this some bitch over.
we've got
So
some. We've got some decent time here to figure it out.
to build this shit up, so it's gonna be. We're gonna come at you with a preview show, but we're gonna need some time here, folks. But anyways, Sheamus ends up winning. We probably mentioned that Sheamus wins in a swerve. If you ask me, I was not expecting this guy to win at all.
I was gonna say Sheamus. Cross my heart, hope to die. I was hoping Sheamus would win, but I went with Roman anyway.
I think Sheamus is boring still, to be honest with you, but
You know me, I'm high on heel Sheamus.
you're high on heel Sheamus. Let me tell you what, Sheamus, I am not entertained. You asked me that every
Oh,
fucking
come
match.
on, come
So
on.
you
Who
asked me
else?
that
I
on.
mean, if it wasn't Roman, who else would you have put it on?
Honestly,
You were
I
not. You did not want anybody who had won it before to win. That takes out Ziggler. That takes out Kane. That takes out Orton. So
yep.
that leaves you. We said take out Roman because if it wasn't for Roman, who would you want to win? That leaves you with Neville, Kofi Kingston, or Sheamus.
If I had to pick between Sheamus, Neville, and Kofi Kingston,
You would
I'm
take
gonna
Neville.
I would take Neville because he's up and coming and he's exciting as hell. And if you saw his match on Raw with the primetime players, he's obviously over. The Red Arrow
Oh,
especially
yeah.
because the crowd
I'm
was
I'm
clamoring for it.
I'm still not buying the Red Arrow. What did I said to you last night? I said it takes too long to set up. I don't buy it.
He's
You
a
know, you
high
can
flyer,
you
man. That's how it is.
well, that's fine. He's great at high flying, but that move takes entirely too long to set up, and you
Every
can rip him.
move to get
You
on the
can,
top rope
no,
takes a while to build up, sir.
and you the way you said it was smart. Darren Young hit somebody from I can't remember from the New Day. One of them was a
Hit him with
Kofi,
his
I think.
finisher. Yep, the
Hit Kofi
gutbuster.
with his finisher. So okay, I get it. I can buy that. Okay, now he's got time to set it up. But every time he goes up to do the red, don't get me wrong, I like Neville. I'm not as high on him as you are, and I didn't follow him in NXT either. I've just recently started watching NXT. But every time he goes up for the red arrow, I'm like looking at my watch, timing it.
I'll give you that. The setup time for it could be a little bit faster, but it's fine. I mean, it's there for theatrics, and I get it. I'm willing to suspend my belief that he can, scoop slam a guy or whatever it is he does to get him set up for the red arrow. That the guy will be down there for a little bit to eat the finisher. It's fine
Now,
by
if
me.
this is not Bo Dallas. You can scoop slam Bo Dallas and take 30 years to knock that red arrow
You
off.
son of a bitch. No, but I think if anything, it would have been Neville as my pick. Let's see what they do with this heel Sheamus run here. He was rumored to get a World Heavyweight Championship push, anyways. So this is probably them doing that. And uh,
Where do you see Sheamus going with this Money in the Bank?
I see him cashing in and failing, but we're gonna have to get to that eventually
All
because it's all
right.
gonna depend on who's champion at the time. I don't. If he cashes in on Brock, he is not beating Brock Lesnar. He's not
No, but
cashing in on Brock.
don't you think that would be semi entertaining watching Sheamus and Brock, two heavy
Yeah,
fisted
two stiff
brawlers, just
workers. That would be I'd
the
be down
same.
for that, I suppose.
It'd be Roman Reigns and Lesnar all over again. Get two big bodies going at it. I still think
Yeah,
we're getting Roman Lesnar part two, but we'll get to that. Hashtag.
yeah, we will. So the next match on the card here was the Divas match.
Total
Nikki
fuckery.
Bella and Paige. Now you're pissed about this because
Yeah, I should have walked
this
away with a
was
W
this
here.
this was the deciding uh, match here in our little win loss column. And oh, by the way, we
This
both took the L on that match, the Money in the Bank ladder match. I took the W in this match though because I predicted Nikki Bella would retain because in my
No,
I
you picked Nikki to win. We didn't say anything about retain. But it doesn't matter about retaining because she would have retained anyway. You picked Nikki Bella to win. I took Paige. They did that stupid twin magic shit, and Paige pinned her, pinned Brie. So Brie gets up and bitches to the ref. Hey, it's not me. That should have been the end of the match.
that should have been
DQ
the
Nikki. Paige should have taken a DQ win.
I agree with you, man. I agree with you completely, but that's not what happened. And my girl
Somehow
Nikki,
Nikki comes in the match, drops Paige, and pins her. It's like, what the hell just... But there
I'd
was
like
never
to
even
know
a ring
the
bell to restart the damn match.
agreed. I'd like to know the logic behind that. They never really explained that. I'm wondering if that was a botch, but I don't know. Who knows? Nikki
Pissing me off.
retains. This match was actually a little bit better than the match on the last pay per view, but the fucky ending kind of ruined it for me. I'm not a
It
huge fan of
was.
fucky
I
endings personally.
I wrote down for the victory here because I'm recording heavy. I'm taking this shit very seriously.
Hell yeah, there's 5 million gil on the line, sir.
I
Shit,
wrote down Twin Magic got the win, but you know what? It was a fucking ending.
it was. And yeah, these referees getting fucking fooled by Brie Bella. Give me a fucking
I
break.
don't. You
Are
know,
you kidding me?
it worked 7 years ago when Nikki didn't have a tit job and an ass like a fucking black girl. But I
My
mean, you know
lord.
what? I'm gonna say it again. It's ruining my immersion. Come on, referee.
Yeah, man.
Can't tell me Mike Chioda can't tell the difference between Nikki and Brie Bella.
Hey, man. It's
The
equal
4-year-old
workplace.
in the front row wearing the John Cena t-shirt can tell the difference between Brie and Nikki Bella.
That's true, sir. That is very true.
Heated,
Okay.
heated because I took a bad W
I
or
know
a bad L.
you took a fucky L there. You took a fucky L. It's okay. Next match on the card: the Ryback, the
Ryback
Intercontinental
in the
Champion,
show.
versus the Big Slow for the IC title. This match was only 5.5 minutes long.
It was it was clunky.
It was
It was,
clunky.
it was clunky, and I thought it was a shitty way to, Ryback's the IC champion, and
Yeah,
it was
his
a
first.
shitty first match. He should have come off with a clean W. And
Yeah,
I see what they're doing. They're setting up that triple threat with
that triple
Ryback, the
threat.
Big
Yep,
Show,
and
and
the
the
Miz.
Miz. But you could have had the Miz interfere after the match. Let Ryback beat Big Show clean, and maybe Miz tries to come in and pick up the piece, or pick up the pieces, so to speak, and maybe he drops Ryback with a skull crushing finale, and then maybe does something to Big Show and walks out, the last man or whatever. But the fucking DQ ending was weak. It gave Big Show the win as well, so we both took L's on that one.
Yeah, that was a horrible L to take, to be honest with you. But and I don't know why they're protecting Big Show. The guy needs to fucking retire. And Ryback money commentary the next night on
On
Raw,
Monday night, yes, that was
talking
great.
about the please retire chants. Like, they want to appreciate your career after you're gone.
Yeah.
Damn it.
First of
That was,
all, they're saying please. Second of all, they just want to appreciate your career once you're done, and it was awesome.
that
He
was good.
trolled
So
hard. He trolled
he's
hard.
solid on the mic.
He's
Actually, he's
gotten
not
us
that
so
bad.
much better. He's not rehashing that
Yeah.
promo that he did twice in the span of like a month and a half.
Oh, about uh, of overcoming adversity, all that bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Heard it before, sir.
So
All
at
right.
this point, we are halfway through, and you were a 1-2, and I was an 0-3. I was a big a big goose egg.
Yeah, man, you were at least I was batting what, one for.
You were one
I'm batting
for two at
500.
this point. You were 1 for 2 at this point.
Yeah.
We're halfway through the card.
All right, and then the next card to me was these guys have been stealing the fucking show with their fucking program the last fucking month or so, and that's John Cena versus Fight, Kevin Owens, champion versus champion match once again. This time though, John Boy got the clean win over Owens, but I'll tell you what, man, that's only
It was a
because
great win. I got a dog barking here. I got to edit
you
that
tell
out.
that dog to shut the fuck up. I'm just kidding. Fucking I'll tell you what, man. John Cena has earned my respect in these matches with Kevin Owens. I mean, the guy is a good worker.
He
Hate
looks
him or
good.
love him, he looked good. He's looked good in these last two matches. They've made each other look good. Owens, like I said, I'm giving it a similar review that I did to their last match. Both guys are going above and beyond to put on a good show. This is a 19-minute epic, and I,
About as long as the first one, I think. I think the
yeah,
first
just
one was about
about.
20 minutes. It was a great
Yeah,
match.
great match, man. They did their damn thing. That's all I can really say about it. Is if you haven't
Kicking
watched
out
it,
of each other's finishers. My one complaint is a John Cena springboard stunner botch.
yeah, that springboard stunner. What's up with that? I don't know. I'm not a fan of it personally, but I like they're using each other's finishers and stuff like that, and the taunting. Well, Cena doesn't really taunt too much, but Owens, man, Owens is just a fucking beast right now. He's getting a nice
Yeah,
little push in this program with Cena.
would have been nice to see a John Cena pop up powerbomb.
That would have been fun. I would have been cool seeing that. That would have been nice to see for sure. But Cena goes to the AA after an intense match, and he was finally able to put Owens down. And you could see Cena selling the Owens offense, getting frustrated that um,
That was cool. You don't see
Owens is
that out of
kicking
John
out.
Cena
Yeah, you
too
don't see
much.
that of John Cena. So he was
He
kudos
did
to
the
Cena for really putting Owens over there because he
he
doesn't
did the
normally
old
do that.
Right, he did the old soccer yellow card thing there. He got right up in the referee's face, but he's not looking right at him. He's looking down and to the right.
Yeah, no, yeah, it was good stuff. Cena actually, maybe he's actually learned something, like, hey, let's put these guys over. These guys are going to be here long, after I'm gone, so let me make them look good. And he did. They look good, and now we're supposedly set for a rematch at Battleground, and
With
it's
the
going to be
U.S.
for the
title
U.S.
on the
title on the
line.
line. So,
This is not official because John has not officially accepted, and they're not promoting it quite yet. But it's the
it's
way
going to
it's playing
happen.
out. It's looking like Owens defends the NXT title on the 4th of July in Tokyo, Japan,
We'll
against
drop it to
Finn
Balor.
Balor, which is where Finn Balor came up in Tokyo, Japan. So they're Balor's gonna take that belt off him, and it's looking like they're gonna
Yeah,
set up maybe Owens to take the U.S. title off Cena.
yeah. Originally, that spot in Japan was supposed to be for Hideo Itami, and he was supposed to win the NXT title in his home country. But with Hideo Itami getting hurt and being out of action for 6 to 8 months, that spot's going to go to Balor now, who, like
Which
I
makes
said,
sense as well,
it
because
makes sense as well
that's where
because
he
he
came
is,
up from.
yeah.
Yeah,
So the crowd is already sympathetic towards him. A little
I'd
NXT
like to see
talk
a
for you
little.
guys there.
I'd like to see a little Bullet Club reunion here. I said Crub, just like a Japanese guy would. That was
Yeah,
intentional.
man. It'd be cool if WWE was cool with doing these cross promotion matches. There'd be so many cool matches you could see. And having Finn Balor reunite there with the Bullet Club, man, that'd be fucking sweet to see for sure. But yeah. So
Anyway, we didn't. Owens and Cena shaking hands, and then Owens drops Cena. Anyway,
yeah. So Cena, after the match, trying to be the bigger man or whatever, trying to congratulate Owens. Saying you belong, you belong. Owens, sort of baits him, accepts the handshake, and as he's raising the
well,
arm,
he accepted. He said on Raw, he accepted the handshake. He was cool with all of that, but it was the fact that Cena said you belong here in front of all these people that rubbed him the wrong way because he
what
knows
a
he should have been there all along.
what a bastard! I love this guy. I love what he's doing right now. This is a perfect character for him, and he's really fucking doing it up, man. I gotta say, I liked him in NXT, and I'm loving him on the main roster now. He's
He
having a
he
good
has
program.
he has been fast tracked to that main roster. I mean, he hasn't been here more than what 6 months.
Yeah, no,
Well,
well,
6 to 8 months, give or take.
dude, when you stand out, you stand out. I mean, it's simple as that. If all the
It's
guys in
true.
NXT,
He's great. I mean, name one other 270-pound man that can do what he does.
I can't think of any, to be quite honest with you. So
You're thinking, aren't you? I know you are.
I'm trying to. I
I mean,
mean,
we haven't
Vader.
seen enough of Samoa Joe, and I've followed Joe here and there, but he can't. I don't see Joe flying off the top rope,
Well,
super
Vader used to
kicking
do
people's
that
faces
way back
off.
in the day, but I mean, I haven't seen that since Vader personally. So yeah, I'm, you know. So we have the tag team title match here. It was the New Day, the defending champs, versus the Primetime Players, and it's actually good to see the tag team titles get some love here. Second to last match of the night, but this match overall was pretty short for a title match, and it ended really abruptly. Like I didn't even know that was Titus O'Neil's finisher.
You know what? I didn't
So
either, and I didn't. I didn't know the little gutbuster thing was Darren O'Neal's finisher until the week before, so they didn't really build this up entirely well.
yeah, the match itself was okay, but it could have been a lot better considering these guys seem to have had some decent chemistry. I don't know, they had a solid match on Raw with Neville on their corner there. So, but the primetime players take the titles from the New Day, and this is my theory from the last show, going to lead up to a potential feud up until SummerSlam. So, because the New Day is going to want their payback. So
Up to SummerSlam, that's what you're saying.
that's what I'm saying. Yeah. It'd be a good program. You give these guys a solid run, and then New Day takes titles back. Because
I don't know if you give the titles back to New Day though.
we'll see. I mean, who else is going to take it? I
I
mean,
kind of like the hot potato thing going on with tag titles. New Day wasn't even champions
I don't know.
for entirely too long.
Okay, if New Day doesn't take it back, then Primetime Player is going to drop it to Harper and Rowan. That's what I think then. So
I can see it. I'd be alright with that.
yeah,
But you're right. It
uh,
wasn't. It definitely wasn't a memorable match.
yeah, it's
But
one of the
hey,
shortest matches on the night. So
good. Good for the primetime players.
yeah, good for them. Get their first gold in the company, and guys are working hard, and why the hell not? See what they can do with it. All right, and the last match of the night was the ladder match for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship, we had the champion Seth Rollins versus the challenger, the Lunatic Fringe, Dean Ambrose. And this match was pretty good, if you ask me. This is definitely the strongest Seth Rollins has looked as the World Heavyweight Champion. And both guys, like we've said before on previous episodes, they just have good chemistry. You know, they know how to put on a good show. And man, they dragged on for 35 plus minutes, and it was in the words of good old Jr. Jim Ross, a slobber knocker. And the only thing that ruined this for me though was the fucky ending a little bit. It wasn't super fucky, but it
But
was
it
kind
was
of
it was
fucky.
it was fucking enough. But Rollins and
Yeah.
Ambrose have such great chemistry together that it was just they don't have a bad match together.
No, they really don't, man. These guys have been putting on a show since last year, pretty much, and since their program had started at SummerSlam and went on from there. And I mean, that match after SummerSlam on Raw was still one of the best matches I've ever seen these guys put on. And these guys are
Definitely.
just fucking good, man. They're good, and Dean coming up short again. Uh,
The
but
fucking ending, they both come down with the belt, but Rollins holds on to it.
yeah, kind of like when like in football when both guys go up for the ball and one comes down, the other doesn't. So this is part, I think, of a big redemption story for an Ambrose, though. This is going to be for his fans when he finally wins it. It's going to make it all the more sweeter because they're dead set on that Brock Lesnar feud. So, you
Well,
know,
and then Lesnar did return last night, and we have different opinions on this. And since we're not going to be around for about a month here to talk about this, why don't you start with where you see this going now that the Beast is back?
yeah, I don't see Brock Lesnar going over Seth Rollins right now. To be honest, I think Rollins, now that they're making a bigger deal about him holding his own on his own without help and stuff like that, there. I don't think he's going to drop the belt just yet. If he drops it, it's probably going to be at SummerSlam, but I still see him going over Lesnar at Battleground. That match is going to happen because they confirmed it on Raw. He looked really strong in the promo, to be honest. It's hard to explain the look on his face. It seemed like he was up to the challenge, even though he looked like he was kind of shitting his pants there a little bit. I
He
still think that
definitely had piss
they've
running
had
down his leg.
they definitely want to. I feel like they want to redeem this reign because it's been pretty dull up until last Sunday at Money in the Bank. So
I
adding Brock to the mix here is going to make it an instant fucking fight, to the fucking death, pretty much.
oh,
And I think
it's
Rollins is
going to
going to
be an
hold his
instant
own.
classic.
Well, put it this way: if he does what he did at the Rumble, I think we're in for a hell of a show. To be honest with you, and I'm
I
fine
agree
with
with
that.
you, but I could not disagree with you more at the same time.
Let's
Brock
hear it.
Lesnar's walking out of there with the World Heavyweight Champion.
Why? He just came back.
So
Why not
what?
save it until SummerSlam? The big
He's the
payoff. Because
Beast.
he is the beast, but what's the
They're building
program
up.
going into SummerSlam,
They're
sir?
you know what? I don't know where Brock's going, but Brock's walking out the World Heavyweight Champion because there's Triple H brings Lesnar back. Lesnar beats Rollins for the belt. They're setting up this Rollins Triple H feud. I don't think they're trying to. They're not going to. No matter what they do, they're not going to redeem this failed Seth Rollins reigns. Give him his. When he wins the title again, then you can give him. Then you can redeem, so to speak. But you're not going to redeem this reign.
I
Not
think
with how bad
Rollins
it's
is going
been.
to redeem the reign. They're going to have a solid match, I think, but Rollins is still going to use some fuckery to beat Brock, and Brock is going to be fucking pissed. And that's where you get the SummerSlam thing, and then Brock wins at SummerSlam like he did a year ago over Cena. I don't know. That's just how
But
I
why?
look at it, bro.
Why? How are you gonna drag? You're gonna drag out Seth Rollins and Brock Lesnar through the summer?
Absolutely.
Because
Why
I
not?
don't. There's no
They did it
reason
with
why
Cena for fucking ever.
That's fine, but that's John Cena. Why can't like I was saying to you earlier, you don't think Roman Reigns is gonna win at SummerSlam or challenge for the title at SummerSlam, but that is also a built-in feud. You know,
I don't think Roman Reigns is
he's,
winning this
he's,
year at all, and I'm a Roman Reigns fan. I
I'm not
think
saying
Roman right
I'm
now.
not. I'm not saying Roman has to win at SummerSlam. All I'm saying is he competes for it against Lesnar at SummerSlam.
It's too
I
short of
think
a
you're gonna
turnaround
have
time.
I think you're gonna have your Seth Rollins and Triple H feud, and that's gonna be part of SummerSlam. I think Rollins is coming out of the Authority. If you have, like I said to you earlier, Roman is a built-in feud with Brock as well. Roman got pinned to lose Brock's title. Roman was going to, Roman can say he was going to beat Brock. That's a built-in feud. Brock can accept the challenge, and you can build that into SummerSlam. But now
I'm
that you've
not
got
saying
Wyatt on the
it's
table, I mean, I don't know. Maybe it is a
there
one and
is.
done. Maybe
What's the thing?
Wyatt does get a victory over Roman. Who knows? I don't know where it's going, but I do think that I think Lesnar's taking the title because Lesnar. I think Lesnar, and then Lesnar drops at SummerSlam because you got Lesnar. Lesnar works the four bigs, and he does not work Survivor. He hasn't worked Survivor Series. He's worked WrestleMania. He's worked 11 times since he's come back. WrestleMania 3 times, SummerSlam twice, the Royal Rumble twice, and then scattered. He had Night of Champions the one time, but he's not competed at SummerSlam after Survivor Series. After SummerSlam, Brock's going back into hibernation until Royal Rumble season. Give
Yeah,
Brock give Brock his. He's going to reign.
a transitional
Yeah.
reign like 1 month. It's kind of pointless
What do you
putting it
mean?
on
He
him.
went.
Just
Okay, so when is 1 month? 5 6 weeks. When's Battleground is what, mid-July, and
battlegrounds in 5 weeks.
SummerSlam is the end of August.
Yep.
I don't
I
know.
don't know, man.
We'll see.
We'll have to see in the upcoming weeks to see what kind of build it is. Brock is going to be at the next Raw, so let's see what happens from there. But I mean, I'm still willing to say Rollins is going to go over, but depending on how the build up goes in the next few weeks, that opinion may change, and we'll do a complete preview show once we get a little bit more clearer view of the landscape going into Battleground. So
Yeah,
we'll
I
see.
guess we'll see.
Yeah.
So our final tally for Money in the
Yeah.
Bank.
Give us the tally there. Yeah.
You are 2-4 with a Nikki Bella and primetime players win, and I was a whopping 1-5, only picking the primetime players to win.
Well, that's not too bad, sir, because you're only a game behind.
One
So
behind. So you were going into Battleground with a 2-4 record, and I'm going into Battleground with a 1-5 record. Which
yeah,
had I gone with my gut, I could be. I could
you
easily
could have been
be.
tied.
No. We could have been. I could have gone with Sheamus, and then the Page GQ match. I could easily be up a game in this shit.
You
But
you
hey,
gotta you gotta get over that, brother.
no, that's
You
not
gotta get
right.
over
That's not right. You know what? If you win this, I'm taking 100K right off the top. 4.9 mil coming your way.
that. Whatever, I'll take it if you're gonna be that salty about it. But remember, to quote your favorite movie, The Fast and
Get over
Furious,
yourself.
it doesn't matter if you win by an inch or a mile. Winning's winning. Remember
That
that.
should that should have been a tie. That's your rare football
Sir,
tie there.
no, that is not happening. I got the W. That's what it's going down the record books as.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah. You're up a
Anyways,
game.
yeah, it's early. It's early in the season still. It's early in the season. It's April.
It's only
Technically,
it's only week 1.
it's week 1. There you go. All right, folks. Well, this has been our recap and review of the 2015 edition of the WWE Money in the Bank pay-per-view. I've been JR.
I'm Justin.
Thanks for listening. Check us out on all of our various internets: Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. We appreciate those of you that listen. Spread the word, and GG, motherfuckers.